be embedded into each other, and in the early stage of programming, this could be confusing. In this exercise, we can see the external loop I and the internal loop J. The internal loop goes from 0 to I. This means that as the external loop runs, it specifies not only the number of the internal loops, but also the number of iterations in each of these 4 internal loops. Thus, the first internal loop would have 1 iteration, the second one 2, the third one 3, and the fourth one 4. Since for each internal loop I is constant, we can substitute I in the expression with its corresponding value. Now, the purpose of each internal loop is to convert the current integer in its ASCII representation and then concatenate them into a string. The integer 65 in this case corresponds to an ASCII character A. Thus, inside the second loop, it concatenates ASCII 66 and 67. Inside the third loop, ASCII 67, 68, and 69. And inside of the fourth is ASCII 68, 69, 70, and 71. A combination of external and internal loops, often used to populate a list with unique values. The external loop reads the data from an outside source, while the internal loop checks whether new prospective insert value already exists in the destination list. In this example, the list box 1 contains a list of non-unique string values. The outside loop I reads all the values from the list box 1 into a local string. Then the internal loop checks whether the value stored in the variable s already exists in the list box 2. If it does, then the Boolean variable bdup is set to true and the current value is not inserted. As a result, the list box 2 contains only unique values. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening.